Hello, distributor leaders. This is Chris Morris, your Senior Vice President of Distributor Technology here at Herbalife. And I want to thank you for taking the time to spend the next few minutes with me to review the quick guide for the new traffic light report generator. Over the course of the next 10 or 15 minutes or so, what we're going to do is we're going to take you through the four-step process for effective use of this tool. And at the very end, I'm going to give you a live example demonstrating the two most important steps, which are the last two steps in the process. Let's start by reviewing what those four steps are. And certainly, I am absolutely sure that after you review this, that you're going to have several suggestions for how we can make this even simpler and how we can make this more powerful for distributors around the world. And we welcome those suggestions. So as you're going through this, take down the notes, jot down your ideas, and please send them in as quickly as possible. So we want to do everything we can to make this tool not just as powerful as it can be, but as simple to use as possible. So the four steps start with you. Step one, downloading the TLR generator template. So this is something very much akin to downloading an app. Okay, you need a base tool in order to do all the formatting and for it to be available at your beck and call. So we've created this tool as an Excel macro, what's known as an Excel macro. So we're going to direct you to a specific location in My Herbalife. Once there, you're going to click on a file to download it to your personal computer, whether it be a PC or a Mac. And once it's downloaded, you're pretty much ready to go, okay? Occasionally, we will be updating the logic in that file to add new features and enhancements at the suggestions of users like yourself around the world. If that does occur, we'll let you know it's time to download a new file. Hopefully, that will be something that happens fairly infrequently, probably no more than several times in the first year, and probably after that, no more than 1 or 2 times a year moving forward. But each and every time, we will make you aware that it's time for a new download, and we'll send you an alert to make sure that you're absolutely on top of that before you use the new traffic light generator. Step two is fairly simple. You log into BizWorks if you're a BizWorks user. If not, you actually just use the reporting menu to access the linear view report. Linear view report is certainly one of the key features of BizWorks, but we do make it free for all 4% production bonus earners and above around the globe. So there's no reason that any distributor leader should not have access to it. So you're going to run a linear view report for your entire organization. Step three, you're going to open up that file that you downloaded to your PC or Mac, and you're going to click a button. So step three is one of the more simple steps. You open up the file that you downloaded, the actual report generator itself, and you click a button to load the linear view file that you created in step two. And then step four is generating the traffic light report. You're going to go into that same file again, okay, that you've now just clicked the button in, and you're going to click a second button. And when you click that second button, it will rearrange the data, do all the formatting, and give you the full power of the new traffic light report at your fingertips. So again, 4 steps. The first step you're probably going to do very infrequently. Quite frankly, you could do it once and perhaps never do it again. Step 2 and step 3 are very simple. Step 2, running the linear view report. Many of you do that on a fairly regular basis already, so you should be quite familiar with it. For those of you that not, it's something you are going to want to learn how to do simply because it's such a powerful tool in and of itself. Step 3 is a click, and step 4 is a second click. So it's download, run, click, click. Let's show you how it's done. So step 1, we're going to have you log into My Herbalife with your ID and PIN. You're going to go to the My Accounts and Reports section and click on Lineage Report, just like you would today to access the existing lineage reports. When you do that, you're going to see a screen that you see at the bottom of this page with a button highlighted, as you see it in red over here on the bottom of this page. It says, hey, I want to download the traffic light report generator. You're going to click on that button and download that file to the destination of your choice on your personal computer. Then you're going to go into BizWorks, okay? And if you're not a BizWorks subscriber, you're just going to use the My Account and Reports menu to access downline reports and the linear view. And you're going to set the parameters for the linear view that are shown on this screen. So So you're going to run it for your entire organization, distributor through founder circle. You are going to pick the volume months that you want to see. So again, you can pick any 6 volume months that you would like. You're going to make sure that everything else is pretty much set to seeing everything and everything being checked. Then you're going to click on Report Column Options. So that's highlighted here in red at the bottom of the screen. When you click on Report Column Options, what we want you to do is take all of the available columns for the linear view and put them into the report. So you're going to highlight them on the left-hand side of the column selector, and you're going to use the arrow key to move every single column to the right-hand side of the column selector, and you're going to finish that operation by pressing OK in the lower right-hand side of the column selector screen. So pretty simple. So basically what we're asking you to do is we're asking you to run the linear view report with the maximum amount of possible data so that we can make sure that every type of analysis you'd want to do with this new traffic light report, you have the ability to do. Then you're going to run the report. And while we're talking about this, we want to introduce you to a new feature that's going to be launched in BizWorks just this month, probably sometime between the 20th and the 23rd of September. And that is the report queue. And you're going to see that at the top right of this screen where it says View My Report Queue. This is another new feature for BizWorks users that allow them to run very large reports that they want to export into Excel or PDF and run them to a report queue. So rather than having to wait, sometimes if an organization is very large, 30 seconds to several minutes while that report is being generated, you can choose to run it to the queue and then continue doing other things while it's running in the background, and then come back and grab that generated report at a time that's convenient for you. But anyway, on this particular screen, once you set the parameters, you are going to hit Run the Report Now. And when you run the report, you're going to download it to a location of your choice, and that's when you're going to move on to step 3, which is load the linear view data into the new traffic light report generator template. So there's a lot of instructions on this screen. I'm going to give you the quick and dirty version of it. You're going to open up that traffic light report generator file you generated and downloaded in step 1. You're going to click on the linear view tab. You're going to click on the button that says Enable Content. So far you're at 2 clicks. And then you're going to click on the button that says Load Data. So 3 clicks, and they're shown in the 3 steps here on the left-hand side of the screen. Then you're going to navigate to the linear view file that you generated out of BizWorks, which you've placed in a location of your choice, and you're just going to click the Open button to load that linear view file into the traffic light report generator, at which point you're going to be given the message that is shown in step 6, that the data has been loaded, and wants you to click OK. Then we move on to step 4. So now you're in the linear view tab, okay, and you're going to see a button at the top of the screen that says Load Report. So you're going to click on it. So again, just another click. So far there's been no typing. There's been several clicks and a couple of big clicks that load massive amounts of data. This click that's shown in step 2 here, the Load Report click, very important. May take you 15 or 20 seconds. More likely than not, it'll probably just be 2 or 3 seconds from the time you click it to the time you're going to get the message that you see on the right-hand side of the screen that says the report has been loaded. You're going to click OK, and boom, the new traffic light report is generated for you and available for your use. So at this point, I want to give you an example of those last 2 steps. So what you're seeing here is I have opened up the traffic light report generator on my desktop, okay, and you can see it has these 4 tabs that were shown in the screens we just went through, and I'm on the linear view tab, okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the button that says Load Data, and it's going to ask me, well, what do you want to load? And in this case, I'm going to go to my desktop, and I created a file called the sample linear view, so I'm going to go grab that. And I've opened up the sample linear view, and boom, it's loaded the data. So it was that quick. I clicked on the Load Data button, I found the file I wanted to load, and boom, it pops it into the traffic light report generator. It then showed me the message that says, go to the Lineage Report tab, which is this tab here in orange on the bottom of the screen. and click on Load Report. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to click on the button that says Load Report. You can see with the spinning dial that it's working to load the report and do the formatting. Again, this could take a few seconds to maybe up to a minute depending upon the size of your organization. You can see in this case it was a pretty quick return. And boom, the new traffic light report with all of its new formatting is available for your use. Okay, it comes complete with the data filters where you can do things like say, hey, I only want to have people that are my world team or what have you shown in the report. So let me give you an example. I can go on team level and say I don't want everybody, maybe I just want my world team. And it'll allow you to do things like analyze what's going on with your world team and how their production is looking and how their royalties are looking and things of that nature all the way across the board. And you can do that for any subset of your team. So very simple, four-step process. Again, the first step is a step that you're only going to do very infrequently, potentially just once, although we do anticipate enhancing this tool over time, so hopefully you will do it more than once, but it's a very simple process to download a file to your personal computer. The second step is a process that you should be used to doing. You're going to run a BizWorks report. Okay, the only difference is we're going to ask you to run the report with the maximum data set. So we're going to ask you to do something you probably wouldn't want to do because it would take so long to do it in the past. However, our solution to that was to introduce that new reporting queue. So you can do that and feel comfortable that you won't be sitting in front of your machine for 5 minutes while the report runs. You can click on it to run. It will go to the queue. If it's going to take more than a few seconds, you can come back when the report is fully generated. Step 3 is you're going to open up that report generator file that you downloaded in step 1, and you're going to just click. You're going to click to load the data, and then you're going to click to format the report. Again, it's just that simple, and you can do it when you want to do it. It's real-time data at your convenience. So no longer are you going to be looking at outdated data. No longer will you have to wait for our schedule and for when we're able to load those reports. We are taking the traffic light report to the next level. We're giving you additional functionality, and we're putting the control of it in your hands. Hopefully you found that as simple as we believe it is. Of course, we're always open to suggestions to make it even more powerful, and we look forward to hearing from all of you as you explore the new traffic light report generator and start taking advantage, along with hopefully your organizational leaders, of the power that it now puts in your hands. Take care, folks. I appreciate your time. Bye-bye.